Hi guys, Jen Miller here, and we are about to do a great workout. It's called 100 Rep Day. We're going to do 100 repetitions of all the major muscle groups. So at the end of the workout, you will have gotten 1,000 reps done. Now here's what you need. You need about 3 to 4 sets of dumbbells, light, medium, and heavy at least, and maybe super heavy for those of you that have been working out with me. You're also going to need a step or a push in the decline position. You're also going to need a slide plate. Now, a slide plate is used for sliding lunges. Sliding lunges can be done on a wooden floor or on a carpet. If you're on the carpet, you need a slide plate, which you can get on Mindy Melray's site, okay? Or if you're on the floor, you can actually use a towel, and on the carpet as well, you can use a paper plate. You'll see. Watch the workout all the way through at least once before you do anything, okay? Because it's a hard workout. All right, so get your water, plenty of clearance, no dogs or kids in the room, and let's get started. Okay guys, Jim Miller here. This is the 100 rep workout. Remember, it's advanced, so do this with your participants that have been around for a while and they're veterans. All right? We're going to start with squats. We're going to do 25. You can do these on the floor, you can do them up on the platform. I like them up on the cush, heels lifted, toes down. Allows me to get my hips a little further back, so it's up to you. All right, take a deep breath. We're going to reach out. Ready? Sit back. Here we go. Now when you're doing these, one thing that's real important is to keep the chest lifted and the shoulders back. And as you're pushing back, check out your knees. They should be over your feet. And this is really almost like a pre-squat warm-up because you've got 75 more after this. There you go. Get back. And if you want to go a little deeper, take your feet a little further apart and then just drop your hips back. Right there. Good. Keep those knees over those feet. Let's get 9 more. 9 more will make our first 25. Sit back. And I want you to think about squeezing with your glutes on this. So use those glutes, back of the legs, rear muscles. That's it. Let me have 1 more. There's our first 25. All right, step down, shake it out. Now from the second one, I'm going to lift heavy weights here because that's usually the best set. So I'm going to grab my heaviest dumbbells. I'm going to stand back up. I'm going to use these as my side. Ready? Here we go. So these are just plums right here. So they don't really do anything. Your arms just hold these at your side. Make sure your feet are shoulder distance apart. The chest is lifted. Abs are in. Sit back. Good. Now remember, if you go deep into this squat, it's fine. But if you do that, remember this. Don't lose that lordotic curve at the base of your spine. That's really important. And as you go down and up here, and you keep the knees over those feet. Let's get 9 more. And 9 more will be 50 in. Sit back. And you want to think about pushing those hips back, pushing that butt back. Good job. Keep it there. All right, let's get 1 more. And there's 25 more. 50. All right, now I'm going to pick up my next heaviest weight. And I'm going to add some integration. I'm going to do biceps with these. Ready? Here we go. All right, now for this, it's kind of taxing because you've got your arms and your legs working together. Let's go. Stay with it. Sit back. When you sit back and you push back, you're almost thinking, okay, I'm actually leaning away from my toes, almost like I'm falling back. There you go. Try to pry the weight up. Try not to throw it or use momentum. 5 more. And you'll be at 75. 1 more. Well done. Last set's the toughest in terms of the integration. We're going to push these over our head. Now, I'm going to stay on the floor to do this. Starting here. Squat press. Squat. Now you see I'm just pushing from the shoulders for the first 8. Then I'm going to actually drop these a little bit lower. So I don't always have my hands above my heart. So look, here. Okay? only coming to the outside of those knees. That way. Good. And then the lowest one goes here. Push it, press it, push it down, press it up. And now you've got this full integration going. Remember, integrations, 4 limbs, and the trunk. We have one more, and there's 100 squats. Well done. We're moving on. Get a drink of water if you want. We'll be right back. Okay guys, our second 100 reps is push-ups, that's chest. So we're going to come back and start on the decline platform. You can also do this on the ground. You don't have to do decline. It's a little harder decline. You're going to walk your hands out and spread them out pretty wide. This first set is not very deep. It's more of a warm-up than anything else. But it is a full push-up. I cross my ankles. It helps me stabilize. Let's do it. Here we go. So the first set of 8, and this is what I think about when I do this. I break it into sets of 8, 8, and 9. It kind of goes with the music, and I can tell where I am on the count. So as you're going down here, look at your elbows, okay? You want them right over the wrist. So I'm going to take mine out a little wider. Your head, your neck, your chest, your shoulders are all in line with that hip. I'm looking at you because I'm talking to you, but really your head should be here. Now the last 8, or 9, sorry, you go a little bit lower and you want to be at 90-degree angles. So check your elbows and make sure at the bottom of the movement they're making a right angle. One more. Great job. All right, that's 25. I always like to take a knee, take a breath. All right, now your second set of 25 can be military. You can be on your feet and do them with your body extended in a plank. But I like to do this version. Tricep presses, my hands close together, works the back of the arms, much harder push-up. You don't have to go as low, but you want to stay in that 90-degree angle. So let's go there. Walk your hands out, narrow, right here, and down. And you really want to actually squeeze the inside of your biceps against your rib cage. That makes it a little easier. And you can cross or uncross your ankles, whatever feels good to you. Nice. Now, if this gets too tough, you can go back to the wide push-up. So here, that second 25, you're going to start feeling this in the back of the arms. You've got 9 more. Come on. Five left. And last one. Good. Press back, stretch back. I like to do a child's pose here. And take a knee. Now with push-ups, it's okay to take a little bit longer rest. It's a big muscle group that's close to the heart. Puts a lot of demand on the heart. So what we're going to do now is go to speed as a difference or a variation to make the work harder. So this is what's going to happen. We're going to do the first 8 slow. We're going to do the second 8 fast. And we'll do the third 8 slow again. Won't take as long to do it. It's a lot quicker muscle contraction. So I'm going to go wide. Let's go. Here's our slow first set. Keep that core engaged. Head and neck in line. All right, get ready. After this next one, let's go 8 fast. Here we go. And slow. 9 left. That's it. Now, people always say to me, what's better, fast or slow? They're both good. And they're both different. One more. And push back. And take knees. So if you're going faster, there's more demand on the muscle, quicker. If you're going slower, there's more demand on the muscle to move, but the stabilizers are the holding muscles to hold. So that's why you change the speed to make it harder. Okay, last set, all fast. We're gonna knock it out. All right, take a deep breath. This will make 100, okay? All right, walk it out. Make sure your hands are where you want them. They can be close or wide, or they can be a combination. Ready? Here we go. 25. There we go. Keep going here. 17 left. 9. 100 push-ups. That was hard. Okay, I won't pass out now. Just kidding. All right, we are moving on. Take a look at your next exercise. Okay, guys, for our next 100 reps, we're going to do lunges. That's the legs. So you're going to use a slide plate for this. Now, if you don't have a slide plate, you can go into Mindy Melray's site and order one. Sliders. Okay, if you're sliding on carpet, use a slide plate, or you can actually use a paper plate, believe it or not. If you're sliding on a wooden floor, you got to use a towel, because it's not going to, paper plate for this is not going to slide really well, although some do. And I've seen some people use a Frisbee, believe it or not. All right, so to get started, all we're going to do is tuck one foot underneath a step. Now, I'm going to leave my cushion a decline. You can use a regular step and a regular setup, as long as you can get your foot under it. My left foot's under it. I'm going to take my right foot and put it on the slide. Now slide your left foot over so it's next to the block, okay? Pick up your weights, hold them in a teardrop grip, because when you're sliding that leg back, you're going to touch down. Watch. Here we go. And here. All right? Here we go. Now once you get used to that, if you look at that front knee, it's bending and hovering over that front foot, okay? So this is a long set, because you kind of have to do this pretty slowly. 2 reasons for that. You want to put some real intensity into the work by demanding that the stabilizers do just as much work as the movers. Now watch my weights here. I'm going to go a little lower, and I'm going to bring my right leg a little further back. And each time I come down, I'm going to actually touch, or try to aim to touch, these dumbbells to the block. All right, we're going to get 4 more like this. And here's 3. In 2 more, all we're going to do is flip our weights up to the regular grip and actually try, maybe, even to go a little lower. Right there, right here, here. Now look, when you go low like that, that is tough on that knee. You want to stay at that nice 90-degree angle. If you go deeper than that, a couple things to think about. Do you normally go deeper? Is your knee healthy? Is your hip and ankle healthy? This is a really tough work here. All right, we got 5 more for the first 25. Here's 4. Let's get 3. 2 more. Last one, best one. And put those weights down. Now all you're going to do is switch feet. Right leg under, left leg on the side. Pick these up, take a breath. Let's go. So remember, the first set is not very low. And the reason that you have your steps set up like this is so that you can slide back without that knee sliding too far forward. All right, so the forward knee, you're going to keep over that foot. There you go. Let's do this. Let's go a little further back. And now we're aiming for the block. Good. And you also want to make sure you have plenty of clearance. Remember what I said in the pre-class announcements. Plenty of clearance behind you so you can slide that leg back. You don't want to run into furniture or children or dogs. Stay with that. And after this set, I'm going to flip those weights up. Let's go one more set. Now you go a little deeper. As you go down, you're looking at that front knee, and you're making sure it's staying over that front foot. That's it. Good. We got 5 more. And this is the deep lunge here. Remember, take account of your joint health and your strength. That away. Let's get 1 more. And there is 50. Put those weights down and come to what I call an umpire stretch. Take a deep breath. One more. Good. All right, the next set is tough. I'm going to put my left foot right back onto that platform, my right foot on the slide. And what I'm going to do is take one weight in the opposite hand. Left foot forward, right arm's going to go out. Now, on the first set, move this weight out of the way. On the first set, you're going to cross this weight in front of the opposite leg. Left leg is forward, right leg is sliding. Right arm is crossing, left arm is back. All right, and you're going to try to get close. Ready. Deep breath. Here we go. And up. Here. And up. Good, so now we've got some integration. So this is a cross reach or a cross drop. Just there. Now the second 8 comes out to the side, lateral raise. Right here. Here and here. Now you can do this any way you want, really. As long as there's a little bit of bend in that elbow. Good. In 4 more, the last 9, instead of just coming out for a lateral raise, we're going to do an arm arc all the way over the head. So that right arm, instead of just lifting to the side like it is now, it's going to go all the way over that head. Here it is. And here. And make sure that when you raise that all the way over the head, that other arm comes up and stretches with it. 5 more. Here's 4. Here's 3. Little pendulum swing there. And rest. Good. Put that weight down. Come back to your umpire stretch. 75 in. All right, so the last set's the same. Right foot goes under, snug up against that block. Left foot's going to slide. You're going to pick up that weight in that left hand. Remember, the first is a crossover. You guys ready? Here we go. Here. Just crossing over. There it is. This arm goes back. Out of the way. And you just kind of look where you're going. Good. And that's it. Here's 2. So this is pretty simple. Just worry about this arm. Don't even worry about that back arm too much. Doesn't have to be perfect. Good. Now the next one's a lateral raise. Weight's going to come right out. Right there. See? Here. And then this arm comes to the front to counter. Balance. And you may not need that counterbalance. It's up to you. Let's get 5 more. Here's 4. Nice. Minding that front knee, keeping it over that foot. Now remember, the arm arc goes all the way overhead, and this arm starts to gradually increase its reach. Remember that when that arm goes overhead, palm faces out. Here. I'm going to get 5 more. Lift and reach, stretch it up, torso tall. Give me 2. Last one, best one. And good job. That's 100 sliding lunges. Great for the legs. Here's what's next. Okay, for this segment, we're going to be doing back. So we're going to be doing a lot of rows. Now, if we had a chin bar or some other pulley system where we could do something else, we would do it. So if you're in the gym, you can make that choice, of course. But if you're just at home working out with a step or a push, then this is your option, okay? So I'm going to start with my right foot on the front edge of this decline platform. You can also just start with your right foot on the floor. I'm going to take 2 weights and combine them. I'm going to take one weight, put it in my palm, and then take my thumb and hold the second weight crossed over. I'm going to put my right foot on the front edge of the platform and brace with my forearm. Let this arm stretch down to start. Walk this leg back and rub it. Here. Good. Now you're going to get a good stretch at the bottom of this. So you're going to let your shoulders stretch, but you're not going to twist that torso. Right there. Good. Now to make it tougher, lift your back heel. Try to balance in that position. You've got to keep your core tight. Got to keep those middle muscles engaged. That's it. And a couple more here. Now we're just going to change the brace right here. So now it's more arm, you're more extended up, and you're turning that core on. Good. 5 more. Good stretch at the bottom. Last one, best one. Great job. Put those down, step in, step off. Take one short break. All right, other side, same thing. Holding the heavy weight in the bottom hand, crossing the thumb over. Left foot on the edge, right leg way back, bracing with that front arm. Let that stretch start, and let's go. Row. You're going to pull, when you're doing these rows, by the way, you're going to be pulling back toward the hip line. And remember, like I said in the pre-class announcements, make sure you watch this whole thing all the way through before you do it. Now go ahead and lift that back heel. Now you're perched up on that back forefoot. And that means that this front leg's got to work a little harder to keep you balanced, and your core has to work a little harder to keep you stable. Good. Now we're going to change the anchor here. Good. You can reach down and stretch, or you can get a little bit of a forward swing. 5 more. Here's 3. 2 more. Last best, and rest. Come on to this umpire stretch. All right, the second set, we're going to do a different move. All right, you're going to put your right foot in front, and you're going to the lighter weight. This is my medium weight, okay? 7, 8, 9 pounds maybe. Heavy weights, 10, 12, 15. Lightweight, 3 to 5. Remember, in the pre-class, what I told you about these weights. All right, for this, watch. You're going to go here. All right, now to do that, keep your arm close to the body before you turn it and flip it. All right, so we're going to do the same legs on this. Arms are going to reach side and up. Here we go. Here. Now, so you're opening up here, and you're going to keep that core tight. You're still bracing with that right forearm. So in 2 more, come on up on that back heel. Back toe. Right there. Now that makes it pretty tough here. A lot of movement going on here. You've got to stabilize with that core. We have 4 more. In 2 more, one hand here. This is the toughest. Keep that back heel down now. Now this is a lot of core. 4 more. 5 more, I mean. Here's 3. 2. Last best. Well done. Other side. Left foot up. Right leg back. Let's go. So now you start, remember, with the forearm bracing. Keep that weight close to your body before you flip it. Let me have 4 more. And then you're going to lift that back heel. All right, you guys ready? Lift that back heel right there. Now you got to really rely on your core and that foot to stay stable. So turn those middle muscles on. In 2 more, we're going to change the anchor. Back heel down. Last set. Core is a little bit more mobile here. Let me have 5 more. Here's 3. 2 more. Last one. Well done. All right, that was back and rear delts. We're also going to mix this up a little bit later. Now we're moving on to the next step. Okay guys, we're back to legs for this segment. You're going to get a regular hand towel and just roll it up like this. Make like a little sleeping bag out of it, or a fruit roll up, whatever you want to call it. And then it forms just kind of a U like that. It's a soft little tool. It's a focal point. You're going to step over your platform. Now this is for the back of the legs, the hamstrings, and a little bit of the glutes. So watch what's going to happen. You're going to take your first foot, which will be my left foot, and you're going to take one walking gait distance away from the push, right? Then you're going to take your back leg and you're going to walk it back so it's at this edge. Then you're going to lean over and bend the back knee. Now the back knee is going to be the focus of this workout. It's going to drop down toward the floor. But you want to keep your back flat and your chest lifted. You want to drop down and come back up. Here we go. Down and up, just like that. So the back knee is facing the ground. Dropping down. Good. Now, in two more, all you have to do is put the towel under your chest. Then arms out. And all you're doing here is coming right down for the rib cage to touch the thigh is pretty normal in this movement pattern. Good. And then you're going to take the towel behind, change your grip, hold it up. Just there. And then you're going to give me 5 more, and you'll be at the end of your first 25. One more. Good. And then you're going to step out and hold that umpire stretch. Now, that's tough. When you switch the towel, remember after you watch this all the way through, you'll have known this. When you switch the towel, make sure you're in the under grip on the second set. All right. So for this one, now I'm going to step out right. My little dog's marking my place. I'm going to take my back leg back, toe is perched, holding that towel on that little U, and back knee comes down. Keeping all your weight centered between those two legs. And thinking about the back kneecap as the focus of this move. Then you bring the towel up, bring it right down again. Remember that back knee is dropping down toward the ground. You're keeping your weight centered. Pretty tough on the back of those legs. Now in 2 more, it's going to be that quick switch right here. Hold that towel up. And again, dropping that back kneecap down to the ground. Couple more. One more. All right, Mercy, you gotta leave the music on. All right, so I'm gonna step here, come down into this umpire stretch, and our second set is the same as the first. But we're gonna start this time with the towel back. Now watch what's gonna happen. Re-roll your towel, step out with that left foot, right foot back, bring the towel here, start here, then you'll go here. But for you to do this properly, and with good intensity, you're going to drop that back toe off. All that stress is under that front leg. Here we go. Right there. Dropping that back knee down. You got 4 more here. In 2 more, you're going to lift that towel a little higher. Right there. And now you've got all kinds of stuff going on here. Your weight is more or less centered under that front heel. Keep that. Now watch where this towel goes, way up here. Now, it doesn't have to go very high. You certainly don't have to bring your hands over your head. But if you can get it pretty high, makes it a little tougher on those rear muscles. You have 1 more, and step out. Once again, the umpire stretch. Ooh, it's hard. If you get a little lightheaded, just sit down. Come back up when you're ready. All right, now, last set here. Right leg out, left foot, upside down, ballet toe. Ready? Let's go. Remember that back knee is the director of this orchestra here. And you're dropping straight down, almost so the shin can touch the top of the cush, if you have that mobility. And then you go a little higher, right there. Keeping your body weight over that front leg, and especially that front heel. That's it. And the last one, very high. know, it looks weird, but really helps get your weight over that front leg. That's it. And one more. Good, and come on up and right there. All right, good job. Now remember, if you're closer to 65 than you are to 60 like I am, if you get a little lightheaded, you need to sit down on the cushion like this between sets. And just take a break and then pick it back up when you're ready. All right, that was a good set. Moving on. Okay, this is the next segment. I love it because it's mostly chest and shoulders and hips and buttocks and legs. Oh yeah, it's integrated. All right, so you're gonna lie down either on the floor, on a low platform, in a declined position, or on this cushion. All right, so you're gonna pick up a light weight. Something in the middle is probably good, say 8, maybe 7, maybe 9. And you're gonna place your feet flat because we're gonna do some bridges. Now you're gonna lie back on your platform and half your head is gonna be off. You're gonna start with your weights up. Look, this is a chest fly. Your palms are gonna be facing each other. If you were doing a chest press, your palms would be away. But either way, keep those wrists in a nice line with those hands. All right, ready? Let's go. Small moves to start. So as you're getting into this, hopefully your shoulders are warm and you're not doing this segment first. Remember, if you do choose one segment at a time, make sure you're properly warmed up before you do it. All right, in 4 more, I want you to really think about opening your chest here. But in 3 more, we're gonna go ahead and lift the hips with this. So as the arms go down, after this one, the hips are gonna lift. All right, position your feet about hip distance apart. Here we go. So you're gonna bridge it up. And here, good. Now at the top of this move, when your legs get to the very top, you're gonna really squeeze those glutes and you engage those buttocks, okay? Because you want this to be a really nice straight bridge. And you're gonna tilt that pelvic bowl under a little bit so that you can get a good squeeze on those glutes. There you go, good. Now, after this one, you're gonna hold your hips up, keep your glutes engaged, right here, hold them up. And keep that fly just there, see? Good. Let me have 2 more normal flies, and then I want you to come up about 1/3 right here. All right? Now we're going to go fast. Here. Squeeze those glutes. Squeeze. Squeeze. So you're purposely opening the chest and squeezing the glutes at the same time. We'll go a few more here so you get the move. 4, 3, 2, and rest. Good. First 25 done. All right, second set. You're gonna do a pullover. Arms are gonna go over your head, watch. They go over and back. So once again, the elbows are a little bit more bent as the arms go over your head, so here. And this is really a dynamic stretch. You don't have to do too many of these to get the job done, but this is great for chest and back and shoulders. Right there. And just hold it right there. Good. Now you're going to open those arms back up. Brace your left arm. Take your left leg out. Right foot planted in the middle. Take your right arm out to the side. And we're going to do a cross kind of close, sort of like a cross chop. Ready? Leg and arm. Here we go. And up. Now, your hip is slightly lifted. You see how it's just kind of lifted off the ground? So you're going to keep it there. You want to keep that right buttock engaged. Keep that left wrist that's anchored straight. Good. Let me have 2 more. And again, so everything is involved here. Now we're going to lift the hip a little higher. So we're going to add the bridge. So your hip is going up and down with the closing of these 2 limbs. Lift and lower. And lift, and lower. Let's get 4 more. Lift, and lower. Here's 3. Good. Now listen to me. In 2 more, your hip's going to go into the highest range and stay there. Right here. So it's held. Good. Hip stays lifted, and you keep pumping that arm and leg toward each other. Got 4, Let's get 5 then. 4. Keep that hip lifted. 3. 2. And 1. Good. Lower down. Rest. Hands up. Let's do that dynamic stretch. Ready? Over the head. And breathe here, because that stuff you just did was tough. We have a couple more. And 1 more. All right, we're going to do the second side. Right arm anchors. Left foot is centered. Left arm is out. Right leg is out. Hips slightly lifted. Here we go. Lift and lower. So this first bridge is not very hot. Okay? Therefore, don't smack yourself. Don't smack that weight into your leg. I hate when that happens. Good. So this is all these 2 limbs coming toward the midline. And again. Now we're going to lift the hip with the move. So it's here. And lower. And here. So what we have is a single leg hip lift with a cross chop. That's it. Good. Keep lifting as you're coming toward the midline. 3. 2 more. Make sure that right hand is anchored into the elbow. Now keep the hip lifted for the last 9. Here's 8. Good. And remember, you don't have to close the gap. You don't have to touch left arm to right leg. Just have to keep those hips lifted. 5 more. Here's 4. 3 more. Let's get 2. Last one, best one. And lower down. 1 more. Dynamic stretch overhead. Ready? Here we go. Pullovers. Don't you just love pullovers? Yeah, 2 more. Last best. And bring those arms down. Prop them. Lower the weight. Fix your hair. And you are ready to move to the next segment. All right, for this next segment, you can put on leg weights if you want to, but you don't have to. And I'm going to put these little 1.5-pound weights on, okay, around my ankles. And we're going to do some rear leg lifts. So you can prop your hands on the seat of a chair, on the foot board of your bed, and you're going to start here, almost like a quadruped. Your knees are going to be soft. And you're going to skate these legs back. Watch, it looks like this. Skate to the right, skate to the left, okay? To do that, turn your foot slightly out. Ready? Here we go. Skate. Skate. Right there. Now, each time you skate, I want you to think about pushing the leg back as well as up. This is a short set, and it's pretty easy. You have 16 to go. We'll do 24, 26, 24, 26. Good. The most important thing here is to keep that bottom leg bent, keep your core engaged, elbows soft and knees soft. Let's get 8 more. Now the reason we're doing 24, 26, 24, 26 is because we want to make sure these alternate and they're even. Then we have 4 more. That's it. Now we're just going to keep going. We're going to do all 100 at once. Give me 2 lifts on the right. 2. That's it. And 2 lifts on the left. And what we're going to do is get this next set with a small pulse on the second move. Good. Keep going. That's it. Nice, long, stretched out legs. Knees soft. And you can look over the shoulder of the leg that's lifting. And what will happen is you'll start to feel this in the glutes. And that's what this is. It's a glute exercise. That's it. We're at 20 now, so we're going to keep going. We're going to do 6 more of these. That's it. Good. Very simple. But you got to make sure you turn that knee and that toe out. You don't want to go too high. You want to make sure you only lift until the buttocks are fully engaged. All right, let's go 3 right here. 3, 2, 1, and bring it down. Slow, other side. 3, 2, 1, and bring it down. Nice. So that slow lowering, pretty tough. 3. And there's 9 right there. This is going to make 12. Good. You are halfway there. Keep going. Remember, it's 3 small lifts that keep the glutes engaged. And then it's a slow lowering. Right there. And down. Good. So 2 more like that. Good. And again. And down. Let's get 4. Ready? 4. 3. That's it. We've got 6 of these. Here's 4. So this is a short set, but it really gets the job done. So we'll be doing 26 on this last set. So I'm going to do 4 lifts, 6 times. And then we'll be at 100. And your buns will be way up on your back where they belong. All right, 2 more. Your buns ought to be pretty warm by now. You don't even have to turn the bun warmer on your car. Or the seat warmer. Last 4 right here. And tiny presses. Yowie. All right. Moving on to the next set. You are getting really close to the end of this. Okay guys, it's time for biceps. Now what I've done is taken my leg weights off and put them on my arms. You don't have to do that. But I've only got 3 sets of weights here. So this is kind of nice. Gives me a little bit of a challenge. If my weights get too heavy, I'll just take the arm weights off and I'll be good to go. You want to make sure they're good and snug. If you've got Velcro wraps, put them all the way to the end because they will slide if they do this, okay? The first set, I'm going to use my lightest weight. Knees bent, chest out, and go. All there is to it. All you're thinking about here is just lifting these light weights up, getting some kind of curl in. Now there's a lot of different ways to do a curl. There's a hammer curl, that's what I'm doing now. My palms are facing each other. And I don't have to do this the whole time, but for one set I am. I'm kind of warming up the shoulders here a little bit more in the hammer curl than I would if I had my palms turned up at the end. And that would be a traditional curl. All right. Let's get 5 more. Knees are bent, chest is out, abs are in, shoulders are back. Upper back is helping to stabilize right there. Good. All right, so I'm going to get rid of those. Now, the second set of bicep curls, I like to go heaviest. Your second set typically is the best when you're strength training. It's not always, but most of the time it is. So I'm going to pick up my heaviest weight and do my second 25. Here we go. Curl. All you're doing here is just turning your palms up a little bit more at the top of the move. And if you keep the back of your arms kind of pressed into your rib cage, not only does it isolate the bicep a little bit more, but it takes some of the stress out of the lower back. Because you're using your own midsection to brace, arms against those ribs. A lot of different ways to do a bicep curl. Many, many, many. Keep going. I don't know what he's saying. It's in French. 4 more. Then you'll be 50 in. Last best. Right there. Good. Now that was your heaviest weight. So you're going to put that down. Now there's a variation. You can actually sit and do this, or you can kneel to do this. So in the next one, I'm just going to kneel right here on this soft cushion. If you're kneeling on the floor, you want to make sure you're not too far on those kneecaps, more on the shin. Roll those shoulders back. Deep breath. Now we're going to turn them out and keep them out. Ready? Here we go. And this is kind of tough. What I like about this is it kind of pulls you off. And there's not much to bicep curls. You just do them. Remember, this is a very high rep set. Usually a high rep set, 18 to 20. We're going 25. We're going over that high rep. How about we do 9 more? I don't know where we are, but it won't hurt. 8, 7. Sit back a little bit into those toes. Give me 5 more. 4, 3. How are my biceps looking? They're feeling pumped up. 1 more. And rest. Good. Now for the last one, you can keep your arm weights on or take them off. And you're going to finish with this light weight because your arms are already tired. And you can rest as many minutes, as many seconds as you want, but not too long between sets. Deep breath. Turn them out. Let's alternate like this. Watch. Run with scissors. There you go. Now, with this particular motion, you're doing some reciprocal movement here. So, when you get to 25, you got to keep going, because you're doing one arm at a time. So I actually have 25 more. Sit back a little bit, lean into those toes, pull your belly in, chest open, shoulders back. There we go. Keep going. That's it. Stay with it. 10 more. 9, 8, 7. Good. 4, 3, 2, rest. Well done. And that's biceps. Moving on, you're on the home stretch. Okay guys, we're going to do dips. That's back of the arms. We just did biceps. We're going to go right back here. So you can find a couch or a chair. Put your hands on the edge of the hard surface. I move the cushion back a little bit so I can get my hands here. And you're going to lift out, down and up. Here we go. And these are fast. You're going to push those elbows directly behind you. Lift your fingers a little bit. This is a quick little move. Turn your toes and your knees in. That's it. Good. Keep it there. Get 9 more. You don't want to shrug your shoulders on this either. Let me have 1 more. Good. Now, we're going to do another set of those. Take a deep breath. 1 more. Second set, same as the first. Ready. Feet a little further out. Let's go. Once again, those elbows are pointed straight back. You don't have to go very low either. If you go too low, feel that in the shoulders. You want to feel that in the shoulders. You want to feel that in the back of the arm. Sometimes if you turn your little fingers a little more outward, 9 more, you'll feel that a little bit more. 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice. We're going to finish with tricep kickbacks. All right. So all I'm going to do is turn around. I'm going to grab my weights, and I'm going to put my knees down here if I want. It's a soft enough surface for you to do that. And stay here, it's great. Otherwise, right here, kick it back. Kick it. And you only have to come halfway down to get this job done. You don't have to come all the way up there. Keep your thumbs kind of underneath the weight. Sometimes that helps. 9 more. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. You got 1 more set of those and we'll be done. Ready? Let's go. Here. I like this because you're in this great position where you have to include the core in the work. Drop your chin a little bit. Remember, you can put your thumbs under the disc edge. Gotta keep your elbows up. 9 more. Knees bent, chest open, shoulders back, long torso. 5, 4, 3, 2, rest. Nice job. All right, done with triceps. We've got 1 more set left. All right, guys, when we finish shoulders, you'll be 1,000 reps into this workout. What a great advanced workout that is. This is. All right, 1 foot in front. You put 1 foot in front of the floor. You can stand with your feet together if you like. Whatever you want to do. We're going to do overhead presses first. Ready? Here we go. Lift. Now, when you're doing overhead presses, when you first start, it seems easy. Well, what I'm going to have you do is after 12 of these, I'm going to have you switch that forward leg. And what this does, it takes a little stress off that low back. Sometimes you'll arch to get the weights up. That's why you're using light weight. Shoulders and small grip. Then we have 4 more, just for grins. 2 more. All right, we're going to change legs. Let's get 12. All right, now remember, don't strain your neck when you do these. You've got 8 more. Try to drop your chin a little bit. And as you push these arms overhead, one fully lengthen through the elbows and the shoulders. 4 more. This one gets hard. And good job. Bring them down by your side. Roll back. Second set is laterals. Lean over just a little, out to the side. So here. Now, if you do both arms at the same time like we're doing right now, you can do this with a light weight. But if you go heavy on lateral raises, you really got to do them one at a time. And the reason is because if you have a heavy weight, you end up using your traps a lot, and you really want to use the top of the shoulders. That's why we're just forward bent, forward flex at the hip just a little bit, not a lot. And we have 8 more of these. Sorry, not 8. 10. You got 6? 6. 5. 4. 3. 2 left. Last best. Good. Roll those shoulders back. Take a deep breath. The next one is straight arm press backs. So you lean over, take the arms straight back, looks like this. Push, push. This is a nice one. If I turn to the side here, you can see this. Straight arm from the back of the shoulders. Get a good push here. There you go. Let's get it. Keep going. 1 more. And rest. Oh, good. And this last one is rear delt, okay? So I'm going to kneel to do this. You don't have to kneel to do it. I like this because I can bend over and really use my low back on that, which I always need to make stronger. But you can lean way over here, and if you turn to the side, this is what it looks like. Ready? Last set. Here. Knees are bent, abs are pulled in, chest is open, chin is slightly lifted, but not looking up, just looking forward just a bit. 17 to go. You'll be at 1,000. Keep going. Push your bum out, bend your knees. Let's get 10. Just the other side. Come on. You got it. How about 2 more? 999, 1,000. Ha! That was great. Come back to your umpire stretch. Remember to do all your good stretches before you walk out of here. Drink water, and you're going to feel energized in about 30 minutes for the rest of the day. Thanks for coming for a 100 rep workout. We will see you for the next workout. Have a great day.